Meanwhile, in related news, we sit down with Peter Alexis Atta, one of the board members who wanted to reinstate Education Superintendent John Fernandez. Now, Peter Alexis Atta says he's very disappointed with the decision to nix Fernandez. In fact, he tells us if the focus is just on Title IX violations, he says that the entire board would be in violation. We met with him earlier today. He went into more details about some of the findings of the report, although he couldn't disclose everything. This is what he had to tell us.
Frankly, I was very disappointed.
Peter Alexis Atta is speaking out about the decision to terminate Guam Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez's contract, which had just been renewed in March of this year. Atta says it was his motion to bring Fernandez back, but under certain conditions.
Frankly speaking, an accused should be made known, should be informed. What is he being accused for?
Atta says he would have preferred to bring Fernandez back so that they could clarify some issues, which is why Atta made the motion to reinstate Fernandez, but with conditions.
And I think that the conditions were we were going to bring him in and we're going to talk to him, ask him. That was not the issue about terminating. It's let's talk. Let's see what we can do to either rectify if there was or clarify.
But Atta's motion to reinstate Fernandez failed by a vote of 3-6. After Atta's motion failed, board member Ken Chargaloff then moved to terminate Fernandez's contract, which passed by a vote of 6-3. This whole case stems from a complaint filed by an 18-year-old JP Torres student who says Fernandez sent her a sexually suggestive text message. The Guam Education Board looked into the report, and a majority of the members backed Fernandez, even signing an affidavit submitted to the police with allegations of blackmail against the student and 2 JP Torres employees. But because concerns were raised that the board may not have followed Title IX regulations in dealing with the student's complaint, the board decided to place Fernandez on leave and hire an independent attorney to conduct a more thorough investigation.
What about in the report? Where was there his side of the story, his interviews, his take on everything? Was any of that included?
I think that that was discussed in executive session. I would prefer not to discuss those matters.
Okay. Atta says, in his opinion, there was only one thing that really mattered to him.
Was the allegation by the student founded or to be true? When the student failed to show up for the interview, that was enough for me. There's no case.
What about the Title IX violations? Because that seems to be the focus now.
That would have been one of the conditions we wanted to talk about.
That's why you wanted to bring him back.
Exactly, exactly.
Do you still believe that he should be the superintendent of education right now?
Yes, ma'am.
We asked Atta to clarify his position on Title IX violations once again. This is what he had to say.
Do you think there were any violations in Title IX?
Even in Title IX, I have some concerns myself, and it's probably everybody was as guilty to Title IX, including me.
When you say everybody, you mean
including
the board?
Including the board.
And other DOE employees.
Chain of command.
The 69-page report was discussed in executive session, which means the board can keep the report sealed for up to 6 months. After 6 months, the report can be made public unless the board requests for a court of law to have the report sealed.